Hey sinners, Shannon Sinister here. Wanted to talk about my next movie that is now celebrating 65 years, and that is 1960's Little Shop of Horrors. So obviously this was the original project. It would go on to be an onstage, theatrical performance, and then eventually the 1986 version. So I mean, this one, I'll admit, it was always meant to be a bit of a comedy. There's actually a little bit slightly darker elements to, I would say maybe just the ending, but for the most part, they definitely play it off as a comedy. It's definitely very silly when you watch it now, but but it's still pretty enjoyable, and it's streaming, like, I think everywhere, like Tubi and all that stuff. But one fun thing, a couple of fun things I wanted to add was, as I'm watching the film, I'm realizing a couple people that were in it. And so I'm going to start with a character named Wilbur Force. And this is the guy that loves to go to the dentist. And I'm pretty sure this is probably his first movie, if not like one of his first movies. But that was played by Jack Nicholson. I know like that role was reprised with Bill Murray in that one. So Bill Murray played it up a little bit more, but like the fact that it's Jack Nicholson is just like, but I think even like more exciting was the fact that apparently, if you know who he is, if you're a horror fan, you absolutely know who this guy is. Dick Miller is in this film, and he plays a guy, hopefully I don't get the name pronounced too incorrectly, but it's Fairson Fouch, I believe, is the name. And he's basically known, he doesn't really contribute to the story too much. He's just the guy who eats flowers. Literally, that's his role. So as everybody knows, Dick Miller would go on to play, Mr. Futterman in the 1980s classic Gremlins. What's really fun about that one is apparently his wife, Mrs. Futterman, who was played by Jackie Joseph, she was the original Audrey in the 1960 Little Shop of Horrors. So coming full circle there. So that was something I actually did not catch or like growing up at all. Because again, I don't think I ever watched the 1960s version. The 1986 was primarily my version of Little Shop of Horrors. And very excited to talk about that one next year, because 1986, milestone anniversary next year. But if you're curious on 1960 Little Shop of Horrors, like I said, it's streaming pretty much everywhere. Tubi's the big one, so you can go and watch it right now. So let me know what you guys think of that in the comments. Happy 65 years, Little Shop of Horrors. Until next time, sinners, that's a cut.